Perfect timing.
And that really was a 5 o'clock.
Yeah, 5 o'clock, man. Gotta lock in. Gotta lock in. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the pregame lounge. We are live from the Toyota Lounge. Driven by your front range store is the official vehicle of DNVR. Nuggets Pistons with 2 days to go before the NBA trade deadline. We got a lot to get to. We got a packed pregame show today. Game notes, Christian Braun, his return, is that coming today? We'll talk about it. Should he start? Should he come off the bench? Also, we'll go over the latest trade rumors and the trades that happened today because, boys, trade market's picking up steam. We might have ourselves one hell of a deadline. I can't wait. I'm Harrison Wind. I got Brendan Vogt with me.
I like how it's always the most exciting trade deadline you've ever, right? They bill it as that. Then it's really boring for a bit. Then a big name that no one had any idea was coming pops up on the market. And now it's actually a very exciting deadline.
We'll see, man. I can't wait for Thursday. Got D-line here.
It really feels like some crazy things are afoot. Like,
yeah.
It seems like people are getting as many assets as they can together for some big move. We'll see. Stay tuned.
Got Superstar Dev here, too.
I can't believe I thought this was just going to be one of the quiet ones.
There's no such thing. There's not such a thing.
It damn sure isn't this year. But I do expect it to be quiet for the Nuggets, and that's what matters.
Yeah.
See.
We'll see, man. Regardless of if the Nuggets make a move or not, we'll be live for 2+ hours during the NBA trade deadline on Thursday in these very seats.
Oh my God,
to break
dude.
down every trade that happens. I can't wait for that. But we got more pressing concerns tonight. Nuggets Pistons, first game of a 3-game road trip against a good team in the Detroit who actually also made a trade today. But what do we got for game notes?
Well, the injury report is really dwindling down, guys, which is a really good sign.
Great sign.
Aaron Gordon and Cam Johnson are out. We know that. But Jokic and Murray are in probable territory these days. They will play tonight. And then Christian Braun upgraded to doubtful last game. Upgraded to questionable tonight.
Oh, yeah, dude.
You know what that typically means for the Nuggets?
Tell us.
Going to go through their pregame routine, and then they're going to play.
Oh.
Christian Braun is playing tonight. David Adelman said they'll see how he feels and use him accordingly. Not sure yet about starting lineup or bringing him off the bench, but fellas, we'll stop there for a reaction. Christian Braun is back.
What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna come back.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check my old watch here. Yo,
About
listen.
that time.
Yeah, man. Like, this, I would love to get everybody back together, but I guess we're gonna get like little fun stages, new teams for 4 days. It's a little, I'm ready for it for sure because it's gonna start to point to how P-Watt and Christian Braun are gonna start to share the rotation.
Yeah.
And that's a huge question. So let's go.
I want to talk about if he should start or come off the bench in segment 2. But Dev, what do you think about CB coming back today?
CB has been gone for so long that it feels like the Nuggets have been stumbling, but it doesn't even feel like he's part of the team. Not to say like they don't need him, but it's just been so long since we last seen him and Cam Johnson. So for him to come back, it is going to be exciting. The Nuggets do need him. They need his consistency. They need another defender. So it's exciting times for that injury report to not be as long.
Dude, it's so wild. You're right. The craziest thing is it's like you kind of forget what it's like to have Christian Braun in your team. And the crazier part is that the last time we saw him meaningfully, he earned what seemed like as a bargain, a $25 million a year contract. That we were
that we were all cool with, that we all liked.
Incredibly cool with. We thought because Bobby Marks put out there that he thought he was going to come in $30 million.
Yeah.
So we felt like we were getting a great deal. So that's what level of player he is. But it's been like so long and it hasn't worked out this year that it's like,
right.
I just can't wait for him to get back to being Christian.
Right, it feels like Christian Braun, well, there's the injury, he was struggling, but there's a version of Christian Braun that's a helpful player objectively, right? If we can see him again. And like the Nuggets are just at this place where every good player in the rotation is going to help. And in theory, that's what Christian Braun is. We know that's what he once was, especially when they won a title together.
We very seriously entertained the idea that he was worthy of most improved player the previous year. With
he finished
the
fourth in
leap
it?
that he made.
Yeah.
He actually did finish fourth.
Yeah.
But it was, like he was that level of improved. He's like improved as much as maybe not as much as P-Watt has, but he made a similar huge leap.
Right.
Like if we can get both of those guys functioning on that level, it's going to be incredible.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's defense. That's the number one thing that I hope he brings. The Nuggets defense has been awful this season. On the year, they are ranked 22nd in defense. They're down there with, the Lakers and a bunch of lottery teams. That's what the 20s in defensive rating are. So hopefully he can provide a jolt there.
100%. Yeah, 100%. And they're going to be playing against a Detroit Pistons team that, well, I'm looking at their injury report now. They put out this graphic. It just says the word none. No injuries. So Detroit is healthy.
Must be nice.
Obviously, Ivy no longer a part of their injury report because he is reportedly a Chicago Bull now.
Yeah, they made a trade, Ivy to the Bulls, a 3-team trade with Minnesota. We'll talk about trades in a second here, but they're getting back Kevin Huerter.
Red Velvet.
They're also getting Dario Saric. I don't think he'll play tonight, though, for Detroit.
Well, should we just call him, just officially nickname him the trade kicker?
Yeah, that's exactly. That's really.
Let's just call him the kicker.
The Nuggets signed to do what turned out to be the most tradable contract of all time.
He's the sweetener. Yeah, the sweetener. We'll call him sweet stuff.
Possibly the reason he's still in the league.
There's never
deal's
been a
just
contract
so
more tradable than this Dario Saric.
Like if it was on, if it was a worse
everybody
deal,
wants it.
It really is just like it's like
His contract is so much better because, really, they just talked about
amazing contract. Apparently,
it is like a coupon that you can make a trade happen.
They just said that Gabe Vincent and Dalton Connect are getting no attention.
They
don't have the sweetness.
They're no Dario Saric,
They don't have Dario Saric. He's
No
going to be able to
Saric.
stick in this league. He's figured out a way to stick in this league.
Unbelievable.
dude. I mean, at this rate, a team might just sign him to this deal so they can trade him.
Yeah.
Apparently, everybody wants him. If you need to make a trade, you have to have Saric on your team, kind of.
his agent calls Dario's like, whatever, dude. Whatever.
Unreal.
What?
It's also like,
I mean, honestly, he might get traded again.
dude, and the other thing is that everybody that's getting traded gets traded every year.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Another one, Dennis Schroeder.
That's what I'm saying. And DeAndre Hunter, they just get traded every year. It's like unreal.
He just has movers.
Yeah.
He brings the movers with him. Like, hey,
Full-time
do
payroll.
not get
Do you
comfortable.
think he just lives out of one of those pod things that sits on the street?
Just always out there.
That just shows up at a team's practice facility. Oh, I guess we got Saric.
Oh man, Sarge is on the chair.
The Shark pod just
Do I have to come to the games or? All right, well, they're playing the Detroit Pistons tonight, lads. And the Pistons have the second best record in the NBA. They are 36-12. They obviously eked out a win over the Denver Nuggets in Denver recently. The shorthanded Nuggets, one of the more admirable losses, valiant losses we saw from the fellas over the Jokic-less stretch. Pistons are real good, 36-12. That's not bad. Let's get into the advanced stuff. Well, they're second in net rating. Not bad, 7.8, trailing only the Oklahoma City Thunder. Why? Because they're second in defensive rating, 108.3, trailing only the Oklahoma City Thunder. We know they're physical. We know they're athletic. What does that translate to? The third best rebound percentage in the league and the third best offensive rebounding percentage in the league. That had been a problem spot for the Nuggets over some of these games in January. As we know, Denver down a lot of size. Having Jokic and Valanciunas back helps a lot on the defensive boards. So we'll see if that's still an Achilles heel tonight. It's obviously something that Detroit does well. Who's doing well for Detroit? Cade Cunningham, you may have heard, is an MVP candidate. Really, it's like,
He might be second
he's in the
MVP
conversation
right now.
yeah, he might be second in MVP,
In
but
the
also
conversation.
SGA is going to win. But
Firmly.
Cade Cunningham, 25.2. Jalen Duren, 18 points per game, and he's having a huge year. He's also their leading rebounder at 10.7. He's an absolute beast. And Cade, averaging 25 points per game, is also averaging 9.8 assists per game. The complete full superstar leap is completed. Cade is one of those guys now. And that's it, guys. They're taking on a really, really capable Pistons team. This would be a tough road win. It would be an inspiring road win if Denver can grab it.
So I've got the starters right here. Jamal Murray, Jalen Pickett, Peyton Watson, Nikola Jokic, and Christian Braun in the starting lineup. And I also saw a Bennett Durando, the Post, who I think is out in Detroit, said Spencer Jones might not play this game. I think he has 1 game remaining on his 2-way contract. And I think what's going to happen, because the Nuggets want to leave a roster spot open for trade flexibility if they have to take somebody into that spot for a trade at the deadline or whatever, they're going to leave that open, definitely through Thursday. So, Spencer Jones, maybe he'll play tomorrow as his, last eligible game on the 2-way contract against the Knicks. And then they'll probably convert him after the deadline. But I believe Spencer Jones sitting out tonight just to preserve that one last game.
I think that it makes sense, especially because you get reinforcements back today. Maybe Christian Braun doesn't play on the second night of a back-to-back tomorrow.
True. I think
so.
That's
Now
a good
you
point.
could just do a complete swap in the starting lineup, because I was wondering if he was going to come off the bench, but then now not having Spencer Jones, it does make sense for why Christian Braun is going to start. Also, it does tell you that he's feeling better, a lot better than he was, and hopefully he continues to feel better, not just one of those like spots that we just seen where he plays, but then he's not feeling right. And they said that they were going to hold him out until he was feeling right. So I think that he comes back with the minutes restriction, but not as forceful as the other one was.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. That was crazy. Remember how he came back and then just left again?
I've never seen it.
I've never seen it either.
It rarely happens.
I gotta feel like he's feeling really good, right? Like
If that happens and you come back and you go out, like you got to feel very certain that okay, now it's the time.
Yeah, but he also, he came back and he took a long time off after that.
It wasn't like a couple games.
Yeah, and
it wasn't like
it was like
the initial.
It wasn't like a retweet, retweak.
No.
It was just like, hey, he's clearly not back, and I'm not coming back until I feel right. So he truly does have to be feeling right in this one.
Yeah, and if he's still not right, that's not a med staff thing. That's not like at a certain point how much time, right? Now we know it was gnarly. We know he tore some ligaments, like that, which is sneakily what high ankle sprain means, by the way. But it was a rough injury for Christian. It's been a really long time. So if he looks rusty tonight, he probably will be. I don't think it's because anyone rushed him back.
He definitely didn't rush
He
back.
certainly didn't rush. We're on the other side of that conversation.
Yeah. Moving on here, talking more about Christian Braun. He's starting tonight. I doubt he plays the back-to-back, and I think you're right, Dev. Spencer Jones plays tomorrow in his spot. When the Nuggets are fully healthy, though, this is coming off of Peyton Watson's ascension here over the last month. When the Nuggets are fully healthy, what should the starting lineup look like? Should Christian Braun start? Should he come off the bench? Who should start for Denver? What do you guys think?
When fully healthy, I feel like Christian Braun should not be starting. Peyton Watson has proved that he belongs there. I do feel like the only reason that Peyton Watson was not in the starting lineup was because of the offensive vulnerability. Like we were saying that he was not a good offensive player.
For sure, yeah.
He has shown he is an offensive player, and Christian has never played at that level offensively. And also, we already know, all the things that he does on the defensive end. So I feel like P-Watt should have that spot until he doesn't, or until he, shows that he doesn't earn that spot. I think this is P-Watt's time right now.
I totally agree with that reasoning, but we were talking about this weeks ago, and I think I still adhere to this thinking, which is that Christian Braun needs Jokic more than P-Watt needs Jokic. And so I think to get the full version of Christian Braun, which I agree is less than P-Watt, you need to have Jokic next to him, but P-Watt could be still P-Watt and be the sixth man and play a big role. But I don't know. Some of it maybe is a little bit just a title versus what your actual impact is as well. But it's if it's going to be a thing that's showing respect, and it upsets P-Watt because it's a respect thing, that would suck. And it would also suck for Christian Braun to feel like he was disrespected. Yeah. So I don't know. It's
what
kind
about
of a tough.
Cam, though? Cam's in this conversation, too. Is he starting?
Well, I think that if you're going to go on the side of starting Christian Braun, I think if I was to argue for that side, P-Watt eliminates the idea to have to stagger so much. because you still do have offense. And also, the second unit is where a lot of the game would be was lost because they didn't have enough scoring.
Yeah.
If you had P. Watt to that, he still gets to have the green light that he has earned and worked for, as well as now you get to start stagger with different options, but you have a scorer out there at all times, so that allows P. Watt to still be unleashed the entire time. So I could see that argument there. But with Cam John, I think that is the exact same thing as Christian Braun. They're both kind of looped in with Jokic. They need Jokic to be able to survive right now, as we've seen. So I think Cam John is just a starter no matter what.
Yeah.
I think the argument goes with that shooting guard spot.
And watching that OKC Thunder game, it kind of flipped me to you just got to start P. Watt. He was so good in that matchup against that team. I understand Eric's thinking. I've made the same point a couple of weeks ago. There's something to that, and it's not about reducing Peyton. It's about just maintaining the role, right?
I think P. Watt probably plays the same amount regardless of whether or not he's on the court when the game starts.
But maybe he's just the first sub out, and you bring like Tim in to play with the starters, light it up for a bit, and then Peyton takes control of the bench. There's also the part of this where like Aaron Gordon's still out for at least another month. So
I know.
Even as
we might not know an answer to this question for a long time.
Maybe you just start P. Watt at the 4 anyway. So we'll see.
Yeah. I think it's pretty clear. Peyton Watson needs to stay in the starting lineup, and I think he will. I think when everybody's healthy, if you're talking about game 1 of a playoff game, I think the starting lineup should probably be Jamal Murray, Peyton Watson, Cam Johnson, Aaron Gordon, Nikola Jokic, with Christian Braun coming off the bench. I mean, what Peyton Watson has done over the last, month and a half, however long it's been, it's kind of transformed him, to a place where if the Nuggets can keep him, I think he's going to be an absolute foundational piece of your team going forward. I mean, you could make the case that if the Nuggets find a way to keep him, your big 3 is Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, Peyton Watson. I mean, I really think he's risen to that level here over this, last 4-week, month-long stretch. Like, he's there right now. So I don't think you want to do anything to disturb that. I don't think you want to do anything to change the trajectory that Peyton Watson has been on. And when it comes to CB, I mean, I'm the biggest CB fan that there is, but we're more than halfway through the season.
Yep.
It's going to take him a while, even from this injury, to ramp up to the Christian Braun we know, if he even gets there by the end of the season. I'm totally with the argument that, like, he needs Yoke and he needs to play off Yoke, and that's when Christian Braun's at his best. Peyton Watson also plays great off Nikola Jokic. Cam Johnson also plays great off Nikola Jokic. I think for now, you're like, Christian, you got paid. We know what kind of player you are. You got to slot in off the bench and defend and play hard and play your role and just kind of see what happens from there.
And the future could end up being Christian 2, Peyton 3, depending on what you do.
All of this is
for sure
obviously fully contingent on all of the quote unquote starters being back.
Right.
Like, it's not, current, like now, of course, they just both start. It's not a conversation, but theoretically, Cam comes back and AG comes back. That's where it's like, okay,
right.
What do you do? But of course, like now we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see. Christian Braun is starting tonight, and we'll see what he looks like. I'm kind of excited.
I'm very excited.
Yeah.
The thing about starting him tonight, too, is if you're trying to build his confidence back up, like, you got to play him with Jokic, I think, right, as much as you can.
It's a good spot for him to come back, although we didn't even really talk about this game at all. Like, the Pistons, they just played the Pistons, so I kind of feel like we know kind of what this game's going to look like, except the Nuggets have Nikola Jokic.
No,
changes a lot.
I felt very strongly coming out of the last Piston game that it would be different if we had Nikola Jokic.
It's like, I could see why the Pistons, number 1 in the East, really good defense. Like, I get it, but they're not anything out of this world.
What's his name? Jalen Duren. Like, I was like, that is like the snack that Jokic orders off of menus, like that type of center.
He's right, because like super athletic. Anyone else
center.
who tries to meet them in the athleticism arena can't hang. Jokic is going to be too slow for you.
And he's going to like get you in the air. He's going to make you look foolish as hell.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
All right, let's move on here. We got the trade deadline in 2 days. As a reminder, we'll be live leading up to the trade deadline, through the trade deadline, reacting to all the trades that maybe the Nuggets do or don't make. We'll see. But we did get a bunch of trades today, and I just kind of wanted to go through them and get your guys' thoughts. This first one was a shocker. The Jazz get Jaren Jackson Jr. for a bunch of players and 3 future first-round picks. Here's another classic trade that nobody has ever talked about.
This is
no
every trade.
reporting on whatsoever, and it just happens.
Every trade is this trade. Where it's like you spent all this time. They're like, you know what I'm hearing? It's like, I don't care what you're hearing. It never happens. It doesn't matter. It's always this. Jaren Jackson for Anthony Simons, or I don't even remember who's
That's
for
a
what.
different trade.
Oh, sorry.
that we hadn't heard anything about.
I think all offseason we were like, I think I can see them moving Nikola Vucevic for Anthony Simons. It's the one. So dumb.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think more of the people. Some people are intrigued by Utah's young core. Fine, maybe. Yeah. To me, it's more of the Grizzlies finally rebuilding because they've been this.
They give up,
They've been this kind of like middle ground basketball limbo team for 3 years now, where you want to factor them into the Western Conference, but they're not really going to win. Where do they fall? Now I think they have as many first round picks over the next few years as anyone that's not the Thunder or.
Yeah, they do.
That's how you have to do it. Like when you clearly are not going to compete, you have to just be like, and just, do something painful. Get rid of guys that are like Ja and JJJ and Bane were like the good enough core to get you like the 4 seed.
Right.
Like every year. Like, that's like, it was like when Portland, it was like, you knew they couldn't quite do it, but they were still good. But they were like, you just punt on that. You hear that Warriors punt, like trade Steph, please.
One of the biggest lies that we heard was John Morant saying that they were good out west. Like it was crazy that he said that, and it has just went the opposite.
They
of
have
what
not
he
been
said
good out west
since that. Since that, everything has went to shit since that moment. They're not good out west.
They were not. We can say it definitively. They were not good out west.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people did a fact check there and they didn't believe it, but it's pretty bad.
Can we see what Grok thinks?
Also, this was a very awkward trade. Like, it just didn't make a lot of sense. I want to know what the Jazz are going to do right now because with, Triple J, he's playing right now, right?
Yeah, he's healthy.
Yeah,
played last night.
They have to continue to lose games.
Right.
This was like a good year for them to lose a lot of games.
You want to lose games. If there's any year to tank, this is the year.
This is the year for them, and I just felt like it was in the cards for them to get a top 2 pick. Like, it just seems like the Bance is supposed to go there. But now they're going to win a couple of. They're not a bad team.
No, they're not a bad team at all.
He'll probably get hurt lifting his luggage onto the plane.
He has to.
For sure.
They're going to have to sit somebody
strained
soon.
bicep.
Because like on paper, this is like
broke his ankle right before the AFC
team.
Championship game,
and they need those picks right now. So yeah, it was confusing of what they did there, but they got better, and the Grizzlies waved the white flag.
Crazy.
Yeah. Another team that is really mixing it up, the Bulls traded Nikola Vucevic to the Celtics for Anthony Simons. Bulls are up to something. I don't know if they even know what they're up to,
I don't either.
but they're up to something.
I kind of feels like
they have no bigs anymore. I mean, maybe they could reignite their non-interest in Zeke Naji. I don't know. Maybe.
But it seems like kind of like when you are presented with a new kind of puzzle and you don't know what you're just kind of moving stuff around.
Yeah.
You're like Rubik's Cube. You're like, what if I get this over here? I don't know if they have a final plan either, but they're playing the game. That's for sure.
Yeah. And they also acquired Jaden Ivey and Mike Conley, who could be a buyout candidate.
They are openly tanking. They're very okay with it. I mean, Boston, they definitely got better. They got a healthy Porzingis, like a fully healthy Porzingis right there. But I mean, I don't understand. I mean, I understand it. Sorry. I understand it in the sense of like one team just wants to keep getting picks and whatnot. But also the Bulls are they're not good right now. And they're still falling in the direction of, hey, we have to get more picks. I'm glad that they finally released Vooch, though. I will be honest. I hate that it's with Boston, but he needed to go to a team that's winning games.
Are the Celtics gearing up? They got rid of Anthony Simons because they think that Jason Tatum's coming back.
Oh, I don't know.
And now they have a center again.
Maybe.
That was definitely part of it. They definitely needed a big.
Real center.
I do kind of wonder, though. Like, anytime they give the ball to Vooch to post up instead of taking a 3, I'm going to be like, yeah, kind of okay with me. So they definitely, I think he was a consolation prize for them. They had their eyes on some other bigs as well. I saw some of the reporting. But Boston, unfortunately, is just, they might win the East.
Anybody could win the East.
And I just hate it.
No one's good in the
Except the Bulls. They're not going to win.
He went to a team that allows him to shoot threes the entire time. And he's a good three-point shooter as a big man. Like, it works for him.
The most interesting aspect of all these trades was Minnesota getting in on the mix, shedding Mike Conley, opening up salary cap room. And the rumor right now is out there that they're in on Giannis. They're very in on Giannis, and they're trying to make it happen.
Tim Connolly? Trying to wheel and deal? It seems crazy.
The wheeler and dealer. So we'll see, man. We'll see. That would be absolutely crazy. All right, our pregame picks presented by Bet365. Download the Bet365 app. Use code DNVR365. Deposit $10. Place a bet for $5 to get $200 in bonus bets. Must be 21 plus, physically located in Colorado. Please gamble responsibly. If you or somebody you know has a gambling problem and what's up, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. What do we got, Dev?
We got some money to make the Nuggets come into this game as 5.5-point underdogs, and shame on you.
Really? With
Shame on
Jokic
you.
back?
With Jokic back. They couldn't do this without Jokic. They're damn sure not going to do it tonight. I like Denver in this one. 5.5. You're just giving us money. Like, I would take the Nuggets money line.
Yeah.
But you're giving me insurance. I like insurance bets. I'm going to do the plus 5.5. I like it. On the over-under, of course, this is an over. Like that net rating, this team that is allowing teams to score but also scoring themselves, this is going to be an over type of game. So I think this is over. On the other side, Asur Thompson under 10 and a half points.
This is the type of other side bet I can ride.
Oh,
with.
man. I had to do it because Adam wasn't here.
Yeah,
I
just
know how that
absolutely
makes him
fade
feel.
one of these fools.
He barely got. I just know that this is the last game they played was a fluke game. He went crazy in that last one. He can't play like that again. I just know it. And also, he barely got this last game. So I don't love it. I don't love it. The homies can ride with me on this one, so I'm going to go under on this one. For the three-pointers bet, Tim Hardaway Jr. played poorly last game. He couldn't hit the water with a beach ball in the ocean. It just was just too much for him. But he's shown us that he can. He doesn't stay in that type of funk right now. Let's go with him to hit at least 2 3-pointers. Let's also go for him to score 11.5 points. I just think this is a game for him to score a little bit more. Peyton Watson, he got 5 boards last game. And some are just right there to him. I do the under for his rebounds. In this game, they pushed it up to 5.5 because I think he has to play the power forward spot a little bit more. I'm going to go under on that. It's at plus money. I just got to. But I do think that his points is going to cash, and he's playing really well right now. Give me 15-plus points for him. Also, like insurance bets, I just talked about it. He's been crushing his points, rebounds, and assists. So if you're saying, hey, I think that he's going to get a couple of rebounds, he could get a couple of assists, he definitely gets the points, rebounds, and assists, and it's not too high at 22.5. So I really have liked this bet. So just to go over on that one. Jamal Murray over 6.5 assists. It's been cashing. He's coming off of a game that he had 12 assists. He's been running the table and setting up teammates, and this is against a team that's going to allow the passing lanes, that's going to put a lot of attention on the other guys. I like his assist line in this one. And for our lock, Jokic over 10.5 rebounds. I just saw Big Val annihilate this team on the boards. You talked about it if they had Jokic because of the Jalen Duran matchup. Big Val has 16 rebounds the last time they played each other.
Right.
You just have to think that Jokic is going to eat that up. He's just a better rebounder, and he's playing more and more minutes. The line is just too low. I'm going to go over 10.5 rebounds.
How you feeling on Tim Hardaway tonight?
I like Tim Hardaway in this one.
Revenge game?
It's the revenge game. It's also he needs to be in a backup spot. He just does.
I need something from Hardaway because, as you guys know, I've been saying the Nuggets would have won a championship and beat the Thunder with Tim Hardaway.
And then he was just the absolute biggest liability.
My mentions have been on fire ever since that game. I personally need Tim to have a game tonight.
It was rough that he struggled against the Thunder in
I
particular.
know.
That
Yeah.
was-
I've been
talk
getting
about that game.
crushed.
I can't talk about that game ever again. I can't do it.
Yeah. Got any super chats? Just one. From Hale Norman, celebrating 5 months of membership. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. How concerned are we that this game starts during Jamal's nap time? It's something to monitor for sure. It's a storyline for sure.
That's a good one.
I would think he tweaks it based on the time zone he's in, but I don't know.
What if he comes out? What if he comes out and is wearing like a sleeping cap, like a long sleeping cap?
Oh, man. We're going to head over to the watch along set, watch this game. Join us over there. Talk to you soon.
We all silly like the mayor.